What's up, guys? Alright, Spanish lessons are officially back, baby. Yup, you heard that right. Spanish lessons are officially back, starting today and so on. So now, this is going to be a little bit different. I'm not in Spanish 1 anymore. I'm in Spanish 2 now. So this is the first lesson of Spanish 2. So guys, I'm just going to warn you. I'm just going to warn you. It's only gonna get harder from here. So my advice before watching this video here is to go back and watch all my lessons from Spanish 1 before watching this one. So you guys, can have like a little so you guys can like refresh your memory and stuff like that, because this is the first lesson of Spanish 2. Spanish 2 is a little bit harder than Spanish 1. So just to warn you guys, it's only gonna get harder from here. So buckle up your seatbelts and get ready, because it's gonna be a tough one. So gather all the knowledge you learned from Spanish 1 real quick before watching this one. Anyway, so that's enough of the introduction. We're actually gonna be learning our question words again. So, if you guys remember from Spanish 1, I went over the question words with you guys. I did, what, when, where, why, how, and stuff like that. We're going to be doing those again. But this time, I'm going to be adding 2 more question words onto it. The 2 more question words are who and which. So, let's get right into it. Okay, so first of all, let me refresh your memory from Spanish 1. Okay, so how do you say what in Spanish? Okay, so what? What is que? Que. Okay, so what is que? When is cuando? Cuando. Where is donde? Why is por qué, and how is cuánto. Okay, does that ring a bell to you guys at all? Does that ring a bell? If so, that's good, because that's good, because I'm gonna be going over what we're gonna be doing in this video. So this video is pretty much the same thing, but it's gonna be a little bit different. Okay, let's start off with what. Okay, what in Spanish is que. You guys probably remember that from Spanish 1. But now, how do you say what is in Spanish? Que es. And if you want to expand it more, if you want to say what is that in Spanish, you can say que es eso. Que es eso. Okay, so that's que. Alright, so we're done with what. Now we're gonna go over to when. Alright, so when is cuando. Cuando. With a D, not a T. For some reason, people like to get that mixed up all the time. Cuando. Okay, so when in Spanish is cuando. Now we're gonna expand it. When is. Cuando es. Cuando, which is when, and then is. Like when is something. Cuando es. Now I'm gonna put it in a sentence. When is your birthday? Cuando es tu cumpleaños? Alright, so that's when. Now we're gonna go over to where. Alright, so where, just the regular one is donde, just donde. Now we're gonna expand it. Where is? Donde es? Where is it? Donde está? Now, where is like, you can say donde es if you want, but like if you're using it in a sentence, you can say donde está. It's pretty much the same thing, but it just depends on how you use it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so where are you from? De donde eres? That means where are you from? So if you want to ask somebody where are you from, you just say de donde eres. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna be explaining something very very new that I never taught you guys. I said it's gonna get harder. So yeah, so we're gonna be saying where to or to where, and how you say that is a dónde. A dónde. So yeah, guys, remember that. Where to or to where is a dónde. So yeah, so just remember that. Okay, so we went over what, when, and where. Now we're gonna go over why. Okay, so why is por qué. Por qué. Now I'm gonna teach you guys something. Many people really get this mixed up. Now I'm gonna teach you a way not to get this mixed up. Okay, so why is por qué, right? Yeah. But the word because in Spanish is also por qué. Now, how do you know which one is which? Well, I'm going to tell you. Why is two separate words, por and qué. Por qué. And because is only one word, por qué. So yeah, so guys, so just remember that. Just in case if you get those mixed up, remember, why is two separate words, por qué, and because is only one word, por qué. Okay, so we went over why. Now we're gonna go over the word how. Cuánto. Cuánto with a T this time, not a D, with a T. Many people get these mixed up sometimes. All right, cuánto. Okay, so you can say cuánto, like, there's two ways to say how. Oh my gosh, dude, I cannot even talk. The most common way we say is como, how are you, como estás, all that. But if you want to say, how old are you and stuff, you wouldn't use como, you would use cuánto, cuánto años tienes, how old are you. So once again, it just depends on how you're using it. But how can mean two different things in Spanish. It can mean como, like what we always use, but it can also mean cuánto as well. So, it just depends on how you're using it pretty much. So yeah, so we went over how. Okay, so here's a new one that I never taught you guys. We're going to be going over who. And who in Spanish is quién. Or if you want to plural that, make it plural, it's quiénes. Quién is singular, quiénes is plural. If you want to say who is, you can say quién es. So yeah, so that's who. And now we're going to go over a completely brand new one. Completely brand new. We're going to be going over which. And which in Spanish is cuál. Cuál. In case you didn't get that, let me spell it out for you. C-U-A-L. Cuál. Yeah, so which in Spanish, the question word which in Spanish is cuál. If you want to say which is, you can say cuál es. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, that's pretty much, all I had to teach you guys for this lesson. So yeah, so guys, so make sure you remember those because, those are going to come in handy, very, very, very well, in conversations and other stuff like that. So make sure you remember those. And if you don't, well, I made this video for you guys to help you remember. So yeah, so first lesson of Spanish 2, baby. It's only gonna get harder from here, guys. So I'm warning you guys now. Make sure you go watch my lessons from Spanish 1 before you watch this one, in Spanish 2, because it's gonna get harder. Anyways, guys, I will see you in the next Spanish lesson. I don't know when that is, but I'll see you. Peace out, guys.